5 secret qualities of an older man. What makes an older man attractive to women? What do even younger women find appealing in an older man? That's what we're going to explore in this video. Hello, I'm Christopher, and for the past 5 years, I've been working personally with guys and adults. Lately, more and more of my clients are men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, and I love working with these men because they get the best results. They see results immediately because many times they don't realize the untapped potential they have in the dating scene. In fact, often some of my clients, after a while working with me, will say, "Man, it's easier now than in my 20s, and I think a lot of it stems from the idea that there are women, younger women, who instinctively find older men more attractive." Now, I know the first thing anyone says when they hear that is that it's all about money, right? I'm sure if you're watching this, there's a part of your brain that always thinks when it comes to older men being successful with women, there's always a part of the mind that thinks about bills. I know because every time I put together one of these videos, there are like 50 comments from guys saying that women only care about money, and so on. But the truth is, there are plenty of guys with average incomes who crush it, especially when it comes to women. Even as they age, come out of a divorce or a long-term relationship, get back into the romance game, and find that everything is much simpler now. And why does this happen? Well, because there are certain qualities that older men unleash when they embrace this whole love game. It's not just about money, although a bit of financial stability never hurts. But there's something more, something beyond money that makes these guys irresistible. Firstly, there's the confidence that comes with experience. These guys have lived, learned from their experiences, and it shows. They're not playing someone they're not, they're just themselves, and women sense that. That authenticity is magnetic. Then, there's emotional maturity. After ups and downs in relationships, they've learned to handle their emotions. They don't get swept away by the storm of jealousy or insecurities. They know what they want and how to express it, and trust me, that's something that attracts women like a magnet. Additionally, there's that spark of fun and adventure that never fades. No matter their age, these guys know how to have a good time and make a date exciting. Youth may have its charm, but experience has its own allure. So, it's not just about the bills. It's the combination of confidence, emotional maturity, and that spark of fun that makes older men genuinely attractive. So, guys, instead of just worrying about your wallet, start cultivating those qualities that really make a difference in the game of love. Now, let's explore the qualities that are irresistibly attractive to women right now. Number 1, confidence and certainty. The first quality I want to address is certainty. Certainty is an extremely attractive quality. When someone possesses it, many wonder, what is confidence? Well, confidence is really certainty. It's believing that you are the best choice, that wherever you choose to go is the best place, and that what you're passionate about is the best. Many people, especially older men re-entering the dating world, fall into the trap of lacking certainty, and much of this insecurity comes from this negative association with the passage of time, with the fact that they are aging. They feel uncertain about things. They are not sure what music is trendy. They hesitate about which places are cool and trendy to go to. So, when they meet a woman, especially if she is younger, they begin to doubt themselves. When they plan a date, they start to hesitate and look for ways to make the woman choose the place. They fear making a mistake, of not being aware of what's in fashion. But here's the key, buddy. True attraction doesn't lie solely in following the latest trend or knowing all the current songs. True attraction lies in authenticity and being true to oneself. Instead of shirking the responsibility of choosing a place for the date, embrace your experience and let it be an opportunity to share something authentic. Don't worry about what's trendy, worry about being genuine. Women value a man who has the confidence to be authentic, a man who is not afraid to be himself and enjoy things he genuinely likes. Remember, maturity doesn't mean losing the spark of fun. So, instead of worrying about not keeping up with all the trends, be yourself, but keep that spark alive. Plan a date that reflects your tastes and enjoy the moment. Confidence and authenticity are the qualities that will truly make you irresistible. And don't worry, buddy, age doesn't define your ability to enjoy and connect. On the contrary, each year gives you more experience and wisdom. So, go ahead, trust yourself, be authentic, and enjoy the adventure of love without worrying too much about what's in fashion. Now, let's explore the qualities that are irresistibly attractive to women right now. Continuing on the topic of taking the lead with a woman. I see this all the time with my older clients, where they'll be with a woman who's giving them all the signals in the world, but they tiptoe around the situation. They really don't believe that she could be interested in them, so they never take the step. They might assume the role of a mentor, flirt with the line of the friend zone, but they never really advance. The truth is that certainty is an extremely attractive quality, as if you are the best choice. Not being sure if a woman could be interested can lead you to miss valuable opportunities. Confidence in yourself, in your intentions, and in recognizing signs of interest is key. Don't be afraid to take the next step because indecision can lead you to stay in the wrong role. Remember, certainty is not just about being arrogant, but about having the confidence to be authentic and express your feelings. Women appreciate the honesty and bravery of those who show themselves as they are. So, the next time you feel those signals, don't hesitate to act. Take the risk, buddy, because certainty and authenticity are the keys that open doors in the world of love. Because I always say that women have a touch of the decide for me syndrome. They really don't know, and what's interesting for an older man is that when a woman gets to know you, if she feels attracted to you, things can take any turn quickly. You can become the strange older guy or the sexy older guy, and who determines which role you play? You do. She is looking at you for cues, and if you come in acting strange and showing insecurity, then that's what you're projecting, and that's what she'll react to. But if you come in with the certainty that she would enjoy talking to you, with the certainty that going out with you would be an extremely good choice for her, she will react to that. I mean, you see older men all the time who have that attitude. They've been through life and feel very comfortable with the choices they make, and that's what you need to project, certainty that you are the best choice. Number 2, non-reactivity and calmness. Number 2, and this connects with the idea of certainty, is being non-reactive. What does non-reactive mean? Being non-reactive means you can stay calm. Because, again, what happens with older men, especially when chatting with a younger woman, is that the younger woman, as I mentioned, is often unsure about you. On one hand, you could be the attractive and mature older man. On the other hand, you could be a bit of the strange older guy. And she really isn't sure, so what she does is test you. They throw these little tests, and all women do it. They do it with younger men, they do it with older men, but they tend to do it more with older men because they want to understand you faster. They might throw a test like, "Are you like my dad's age?" They could say something like that. Or they might tease something you're wearing, like, "Oh, those shoes you're wearing," or something like that. And what they're doing is subconsciously testing to see if you lose your calm with her, and the more you can stay calm and let those comments slide, the more attractive you become. So, If a woman asks, "How old are you?" and you start saying, "Well, I'm 55, but I look good and, nobody really thinks about that age," well, you just failed that test because you reacted to it. You started explaining and justifying, and she immediately thinks, "I have all the power in this situation. He's trying to impress me." She doesn't really want to have to impress an older guy. She doesn't want the older guy to have to impress her. She wants to have to impress him because that's her mindset, right? Throughout her life, older guys are distinguished. They are sophisticated. It should be her who has to impress them. So when you turn around and start trying to impress her, it confuses her a bit and she loses that attraction. Being able to, if a woman says something about the clothes you're wearing and makes a comment like, "Oh, I don't like men who wear that," you say thanks for the fashion advice sarcastically and move on to talking about anything else. You just passed her test, and that's what she wants, even though she's doing it in a way to throw you off. The more you can stay calm, the more attraction she begins to feel for you. So, the third quality that women find attractive is what I call discreet power. Number 3, discreet power. Discreet power is when she feels secure around you because you handle things without making a big fuss about it. You have to realize that women, especially those used to dating younger guys tend to not have their lives organized. If you've ever noticed relationships with younger people, many times the woman ends up taking on the role of the man because the guy is so clueless and doesn't have his life together that she has to have that power and take charge of things. But when she meets an older guy who has that dominant discreet power, that's really what she finds attractive. She doesn't want to be in the masculine role. Many younger guys force her into that because they are simply clueless and don't have their lives organized. They don't really know what they're doing. They're still trying to figure life out. So when she meets an older guy and he has that discreet power, that attitude of handling things, like when they go to a restaurant and she orders a rare steak and they bring a well-cooked one, and she's nervous about sending it back, you just calmly and confidently call the waiter and say, "Hey, you know how she ordered it. Can you ask the chef to make another one?" You're showing a masculine side that many younger guys don't take the initiative for. Many younger guys would be afraid to call the waiter, thinking they'll spit in the food. They don't have that dominant presence that an older man has, and that's something women find really attractive. So, the next quality. Number 4 is integrity, and integrity is when you do what you say you're going to do and don't make excuses for yourself. Again, one of the things I sometimes have to be tough on my older clients about is that sometimes they adopt a victim mentality when I start working with them and start saying things like women only want money, and I tell them, no, that's not true, it's not true. Yes, you can't be a mess at 50 and expect to be, but you don't need to be rich, you just have to be financially stable, right? You shouldn't be so poor that you live in your parents' basement, but you must have integrity because when a woman meets an older man and he starts making excuses for his situation, that really turns her off. On the other hand, when she meets a man who says something and then does it, that really excites her a lot. If he says he's going to take her somewhere and then actually shows up and does it, that alone is sometimes enough to set you apart, but her knowing she can trust your word is really important because, again, many guys are not like that, believe me. So the next attractive quality is being a leader. If you ever notice, men in life who are really successful, not just with women, but successful in their jobs, their careers, they don't really wait for approval. They don't wait for someone to come and say, it's okay, now you can do it. They claim it. And it's the same with women, especially older men. When you meet a woman and you claim her as yours, not in a creepy way, it's more of a psychological way, where you just think, yeah, I'm going to have her, she's going to be mine, and you think like that. that's attractive. Well, it couldn't go wrong, right? Let's compare it to the average guy. The average guy, as I said, especially older men, lacks that certainty, so they never claim the woman. I see it all the time because I have so many clients who come and tell me all these things. My salsa teacher, or this woman at work, or I met this woman on this site, and we went on a date, but I couldn't tell, so I never made a move. Well, that's not attractive because as an older man, you're supposed to be the leader in the interaction. Remember, we're discussing this with the idea that we are being reciprocated. I reiterate that it's not about pursuing younger women simply because they are young. We're talking about the scenario where a woman is interested in you. Well, let's continue. Going on a date with a woman and attempting to kiss her is a human dynamic. That's what two people do when they feel attracted to each other. So, not doing it puts you in the friend zone. Many men say, "I always end up in the friend zone. Why do we say they leave me?" A woman doesn't put you in the friend zone. You put yourself in the friend zone by the way you act towards a woman. Unfortunately, some older men and nice guys act like friends because they have insecurities in revealing their true intentions. Maybe they feel guilty for being attracted to this woman. Maybe they feel it's wrong to flirt with their coworker. This woman couldn't like them because she's 10 years younger. The truth is, a woman is attracted to your attitude, your traits, your overall vibe. And if your overall vibe is saying, yes, you couldn't be attracted to me, well, you're making decisions for her, and as I said, women have that decide for me syndrome. So, as an older man, stop obsessing over things like money and start thinking about how can I be more confident, how can I not be reactive. Non-reactivity is great. Many guys obsess a lot about the idea of, oh, she's testing me. Oh, women say these things and confuse me. Learn to love it when women do this, because when you know how to pass these tests, when you know how to overcome these tests, it's actually an opportunity to make her more attracted to you. Look for opportunities to demonstrate that calm power, to show your integrity and cleanliness. Now, if you want to learn much more about seduction, I invite you to watch my free class linked in the description. Stop thinking that I have to show women that I have money, because it's not about the money. Whether you're 35, 40, or 50, just follow the qualities we discussed here, and don't forget to subscribe.